Hi, this is Drew Sanders with CoachesAid.com with your Winning the Mind Game series. Today we're going to discuss what the parent should be thinking about before the game. Fundamentally, you are the great administrator. You're the one who's going to pick them up, drop them off, make sure they've got their socks, make sure they've got their helmet, all the things that go into, quote, being the responsible party. Our question for you is, have you thought through when you want to drop off the parent hat and pick up the pom-poms of being the cheerleader? As your kid ages from 6 to 14, see if you can be finding your way out of the driver's seat and into the passenger seat when it comes to your child's sports activities. It's a great way to help them build what we call their executive mindset. Are they thinking through everything they need to think through for the day? That allows you to just show up and enjoy watching them play. A way to do this is the car ride there. Try not to tell them what to do on the car ride there. Try not to ask them 50,000 questions. Get all your questions out before you get in the car. Then once you're in the car, roll some tunes that they like. See if you can get into a routine where on your way to practice or on your way to the game, it's not the Spanish Inquisition. You're not asking them 50 questions. Give them that time to get their brain around what they need to do. We think you'll notice over a couple of weeks, they'll gravitate towards this, and it'll be one of the memories they keep for the rest of their life. So in review, before the game, think through all the outcomes, pick your time when you're going to stop being a parent, and also see if you can get into a great routine with your kid before the game. We hope this helps. Hi, this is Drew Sanders with CoachesAid.com with your 9-part series called Winning the Mind Game. Today we're going to discuss how the parent should behave during the competition. We have 3 key points for you to think about in this situation. 1, where are you going to sit? 2, who are you going to sit with? And 3, how are you going to behave? The first thing you should figure out is, are you better sitting by yourself or do you do well with others? Think about how you get sucked into other people's emotions in different situations and consider sitting by yourself if you don't quite have your handle around this group environment watching youth sports. We hope you're going to be able to sit next to other people and have a great time cheering on the other team and your team as all of these little kids learn how to become adults through the great thing called sport. The challenge is your other parents might have a different definition of success, and we think you should look out for that. On multiple occasions, we've seen people who had great intentions get sucked into bad behaviors because they sat next to the wrong group. Finally, we think you should understand that as a parent, you're really just a cheerleader in this role. You've taken off your parent hat, you've given your child over to a group of coaches and the officials to go have a great competition. So stand there with your pom-poms and cheer on your team and cheer on your player. This will leave your player, when they get a chance to see you, as someone they can look up to. And fundamentally, that's the parent you wanted to be anyways. So in closing, be very careful of where you sit, be very careful of other people's behaviors, and leave the refs alone and cheer on your team. We hope this helps. Hi, this is Drew Sanders with CoachesAid.com with a 9-part series for players, parents, and coaches called Winning the Mind Game. Today we're going to discuss what the parent should do after the game. The first thing you should recognize is that you didn't play, your child did. But you watch something, and this is your child. You have a lifetime contract with this person, and you care a lot. So you did have emotions. You did have chemicals get released into your body, whether it's cortisol if it's stress, whether it's dopamine if it's joy. You were processing chemicals as well while your child competed. Recognize that on the way home, you need to have a game plan for what you might say, or more importantly, not say on that drive. The second thing you need to realize is that you're a professional, critical listener, viewer, and oftentimes communicator. Bringing that skill into your youth sports car ride home can have fatal consequences. Many people have said the best thing to do after you've played a game is to have a game plan or a ritual for what you do after the game to help your player move on. We think you can remember this with 3 P's. We think you need to be patient, we think you need to be present, and we think you need to be positive. If you can bring those 3 P's into your post-game ritual, you will find that your player has the opportunity to process their day, process their competition, and you can draw the bigger circle. You can see how great they are, whether they won or lost, and you might wait for them to come to you and ask them your perspective. If you're jumping in there to coach them and tell them what's going on, if you're there to critique their coach, chances are you're going to start to undermine their own confidence in how they're playing. Be patient, be present, and be positive. We think these 3 P's should help you a lot as you win the mind game of youth sports.